You're now watching a clip from the MarcWes Sport Podcast.
Those were the two best teams to me. Like, those were the two best teams left. And it was supposed to be Green Bay, but obviously they proven fraudulent. And then the other game, we had Cincinnati and Tennessee. Cincinnati
pulled it off.
I mean, they didn't look great offensively. It actually was opposite of what we said, because we were like, if it's a close game, we like Tennessee. It was a close game and a low-scoring game, but Cincinnati, who we both picked, still ended up winning.
See, but they saying the referees was a factor in that game because they blew the whistle when he was running out of bounds, when Burrow was running out of bounds. They blew the whistle,
I heard
and
about
then they
that.
scored a touchdown. And some of the defenders said they stopped playing because they heard the whistle, and that was one of the plays that made them actually score. So, I don't know, but they still won. It don't matter. Hey.
Yeah. I mean, it still should be a fun game because it was a fun game in like the last, maybe second to last week of the season. They played each other, and Cincinnati won that game with a field goal at the last moment. So, it was a great game as well. So, that could potentially be a great game as well. The other game, I'm not sure. It could be a LA. I feel like it could be a Rams blowout or a Rams close win, or maybe somehow San Francisco wins close. But I don't see a San Francisco blowout at all.
I think
this game could go anyway.
I think it's gonna. I think both games are gonna be a close game. Now, I think Kansas City gonna win that game, right? But I'm over here like devil's advocate, like, what would you say if Cincinnati won against Kansas City? Even though I know we both gonna pick Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? We already said they was gonna go to the Super Bowl. We thought they were gonna go against Aaron Rodgers. Now, let's just say Cincinnati Bengals win, beat Kansas City, one of the greatest minds in Andy Reid, one of the greatest quarterbacks in Patrick Mahomes, offensive minded team. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say that they were to win and go to the Super Bowl. What would you say? Like, what would you say about Burrow? You feel me?
I mean, it would be crazy to happen. I mean, Cincinnati in the Super Bowl, nobody thought that. I mean, come on. Joe Burrow coming off an ACL injury last season.
Who are you root for?
Rookie season was last season. It's only his second year in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked great before he got injured.
Mm-hmm.
He looked great. It's just their team wasn't all together yet. He was losing close games. I mean, it would be like, damn, too bad Tua is not Burrow because he's not, man. Because Burrow in his second year is possibly, he's in the AFC Championship game, and it's because of him. It's not like they have a great defense. I mean, their defense is solid, but it's definitely because of him that they are in.
Dolphins defense, but
right. They definitely are in there because of him, It'd be a crazy story because he would have potential to be one of these greatest players of all time, simply because he's won the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
He was the number one draft pick in the league.
He won the championship. Don't forget that.
And he won the national championship in college, which is only like a few players ever. I think Marcus Allen did it.
And because of you. So the same reason why he's in the playoffs is because of him. And the same reason why he won the national championship is because of him. So that basically will show you what kind of category that he's actually in. Now,
Charles Woodson is another one. Won the Heisman, won the national championship in college, and won a.
But they did win it because of him, though.
Super Bowl.
Did they win it because of him, though? You feel me?
Yeah, that's the
that's the thing. Burrow won it in the championship because of him.
Well, he won the Heisman. He was a defensive back. He was and a punt returner. He changed the game.
All right, now let me
go ahead. He was the only defensive player to win the Heisman.
And put a little bit more sauce on this. Let's just say he was to win that game, right? Who would you root for? Would you root for him in the Super Bowl? No matter what team makes it to on the other side in the NFC, Would you root for Burrow if it's the Rams or if it's the San Francisco?
I mean, the only reason why I wouldn't is because I picked Kansas City to win and I want to be right. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason.
But they're already out, so you have to change. We
Kansas
already
City.
thought we thought Green Bay was gonna win. They out.
No,
so.
I thought I picked Kansas City to win the Super Bowl.
Well, at least to
You
make it
picked
in the
Green
finals.
Bay. So I picked Kansas City. You picked Buffalo to win because remember you picked Buffalo last week.
Yeah, man. Bullshit.
So yeah, I picked Kansas City to win the Super Bowl. So that's the only reason. But other than that, yeah, I like the story. I already told you I like the uniforms. I already told you the first Super Bowl I seen was Cincinnati in it, and they was doing the Icky Shuffle. You know, like the Icky Shuffle was like a thing. I was like, yo, this is a cool team. Me watching it when I was a Jit. So I kind of have this affinity, I guess, for them because it was the first team I really was rooting for in the Super Bowl that wasn't the Giants back in those days.
Okay.
Yeah, because I used to live in New York, so I used to root for the Giants when I was like real legit, and then I moved to Miami and I became a Dolphins fan.
Loyalty.
You know, but yeah, so yeah, it'd be crazy to see a player like that because it would be almost on the same trajectory of Patrick Mahomes. That's why it's kind of perfect that they're meeting in the Super Bowl right now because in Patrick Mahomes' second year starting, he won the Super Bowl. So he could be on that same track, which is crazy. So yeah, that game should be great. It should be a great game. I think that's the late game, right? I hope it's the late game.
Should be. And out with the older
Well,
and with the
it's
new.
not the late game because the other game's on the West Coast. So that's actually the early game at 3 on Sunday.
Out with the old and with the new. You got Tom
So-
Brady and all them. You feel me? Thinking that,
So
well,
we got Kansas City and the Rams in the Super Bowl. That's what we saying.
yeah.
Okay.
Kansas City's in
Which
the
was
Rams.
crazy because you remember that game on Monday night? There was like this Monday night game where it was like 54-53, Rams and Chiefs.
Nah, I don't remember that.
That was the end because I was like, yo, if this was the Super Bowl, it'd be crazy. And it was crazy